Hello book besties, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ash and you are watching Smoke Shelves. I want to start by introducing my stuffed animal that you will see in like every video. Why might you ask? Because I love her with my whole heart. This is Pip. She's my pineapple stuffed animal and I got her at Universal Studios in Florida at the SpongeBob section, like the SpongeBob store. Obviously she's meant to be like SpongeBob's pineapple, but I bet you're wondering why I named her Pip. Well, Pip is short for EpiPen, P-I-P, because I'm allergic to pineapples. So she's named Pip because I'm allergic to pineapples. And she's the one stuffed animal that I bring with me everywhere. And then I got her like 2 years ago. So she'll be right here. This is Pip's spot. I am doing the Cozy Autumn book tag. I saw books with Emily Fox do this. I will link her video below. And I don't know who created the tag, but I'll link the questions down. I'll link that video. Yeah, I thought a nice simple video while I am drowning with coursework, as we all know, would be fun. Let's keep it classy, let's keep it sassy, let's keep it fun and like see me looking down. You know the drill. Look at that. Look at that little appa. Oh, she's so cute. Let's just get started. I don't want to be in my school notes. Let's not do that. Let's finally get into the tag. So the first question is, what book reminds you of fall/autumn? Should I get it? It's on the other side of my room. I'm not gonna get it. I'll put it up here. Am I really bad at answer that? Yes, I am. Radio Silence. Cannot explain why. It's not like a fall specific book. In fact, it takes the course over an entire year, pretty much. I don't know, the vibes, that like academic vibes. I think the vibes of the podcast of University, it really is a fall book in my mind. I also think just that the fact that I read it both times in like September, October, that is enough to create an association for me as a fall book. Besides that, I would think, I don't even know. I don't know if I have any books that I fully associate with fall. Clearly not, because I'm just drawing a blank right now. Oh, actually, yes, another one. Kingdom of the Wicked. Again, I don't think it's specifically set in fall, but the vibes of the story give me like fall vibes, like the heavy food, spices. So there's two answers. So second question is, what is your favorite autumnal book cover? I honestly don't know if I think of any books and associate as an autumnal book, but let me look. Let's look. Actually, yeah, I do have one answer. I honestly think the like Raven Cycle books, those 4 books, those have some pretty like autumnal vibes, like the greens, the dark blues, even though it's not like oranges and reds, like the traditional stuff. I think that the illustration style gives way to some pretty decent fall vibes. I also think the Cruel Prince books give some pretty good fall vibes. They have shrubbery and just ornate style. One that I recently found out about, Into the Blood Red Woods, that one has a very fall vibe and it's stunning. I love the cover. Top tier, Chef's Kiss. One last final book that I've not read yet but really want to is The Death of Jane Lawrence. I don't know why the hands, the like way the 2 hands are positioned, I don't know why that cover gives me fall vibes, but it does. And it's just like a spooky dark Riddler. I do like that cover a lot. I don't know why it feels very fall, like spooky vibes. I'm surprised I don't associate more covers with fall, but it was actually really hard to answer the question. The third question is, what is your favorite autumnal drink to read with? I was gonna say to drink with. To read with. I do like just the standard hot tea with some sugar in it, but also I'm a big hot chocolate drinker and I think it's so good in the fall. I don't know why people wait till the winter to drink it. I love me some hot chocolate. And then, like the basic bitch that I am, a good little Starbucks iced pumpkin spice latte. I'm really not picky on the drinks. I try not to bring things too close to my books because I'm so afraid of like liquid damage and just damaging my books, but I do like to drink them as I read. Question 4 is, do you prefer to read late at night or in the morning? I am generally a night reader. Scheduling wise, I can't really read in the morning regardless, but I usually don't want to pick up a book till the nighttime anyways. I don't really ever like to read in the morning. I don't know. Earlier in the day is my working hours and nighttime is usually my fun hours, which encompasses reading. Okay, question 5. I'm clearly a little late to this book tag, so ignore that. Halloween is coming. What is your favorite spooky read? I think you can read spooky books afterwards, right? Yeah, so just ignore that. Okay, I'll give 2 answers. One was this one has a different title in the US and the UK, and I was trying to make sure I knew which one I had, and I'm pretty sure I know which one I have. I'll put up the cover for the one that's the US style, but The 7.5 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle. Thrillers are outside of my comfort zone, but that book, very well done. Gripping you, edge of your toes. You're like, what the fuck? You're just confused. A couple of comments made by the main character I didn't love. The fat phobia is a little bit real, unfortunately, but a good thriller despite its flaws. Another one, which I read, actually I think like in the wintertime, but was Seance Tea Party. It's so cute. It's just got the good like cozy autumn vibes. So cute. Made me cry a little bit. It was an adorable middle grade graphic novel. I read it in like an hour. Question 6 is, what is the ultimate comfort read for you? I'm not gonna say what we're all thinking. I will actually say instead 2 answers. 1, Red, White, and Royal Blue. The vibes are just so wholesome, and I love my boys. The banter is just so good. It literally makes me laugh out loud, and not a lot of books do that. Even on second read, I like actually cracked up out loud a few times. Yeah, that's a comfort read for sure. The other option, the Alfred Game trilogy. Oh my god. I forgot I was sitting in front of those. These books clearly mean a lot to me. You can't even see it, but I have another print, like right there. It's just directly out of frame. Let's see if I can do it. There it is. My boys. Yeah, I have a love for this series. This is my most read series. I think I've read it like 4 times at this point, at least. I honestly don't know, because I didn't used to use Goodreads, so I didn't track the first few times I read it, because I read it back in high school. Yeah, this series owns my heart. What does that say about me as a person? I don't want to get into it. Question 7 is, what is your favorite autumnal reading snack? Autumnal specific. I do like pumpkin bread a lot. I don't think I have anything autumnal specific. I usually like to have something like crunchy to snack on. Actually, I usually like to have like chocolate covered pretzels. It's one of my favorite snacks in general, and I think it's such a good little reading snack because it's not actually messy, and it's got the sweet and savory that I like. Wow, I'm like questioning my life's existence, because I always pride myself on being a very autumnal fan, a fan of the autumn season. But now I feel like I can't hold up to my claims. This is sad. I know the other one. Candy corn. I actually like candy corn. I know not everyone likes candy corn, but I like candy corn. I know it's like just flavored wax, basically like sugar wax, but it's just so good. But I realized this after my parents sent over the package. I wish they sent me candy corn. My mom said she would buy candy corn and save it for me for when I'm home in December. Question 8 is, what is your favorite autumnal candle to burn whilst reading? I can't really burn candles here. At home I do have a pumpkin spice candle that I do burn sometimes. It's very strong, so I don't burn it often. But I do love those like pumpkin-y scents, or cinnamon, I guess you would say. I even like apple. I don't mind the sweeter scents, but I am more like a crisp leaf winter pine type scent, like cold rainy morning, that kind of vibe. Like if I could have a candle scent, like that's what I would do, like a foggy fall morning with the leaves on the ground and just the like that crisp air scent. That's like my ideal scent. I don't have a candle like that currently in my collection at home. I have only a couple candles because again, I can't really burn things here, so I don't buy candles often. Question 9. When you're not reading, what is your favorite autumnal activity? The obvious one is to go to a pumpkin patch or like an apple orchard. I do have fun at them. I just didn't get a chance to go to one this year. I like to bake, especially in the fall. I like pumpkin bread, so I like to bake it. I don't really pumpkin carve personally, so I can't even say that. For the final question, question 10, it asks, what is on your autumnal/fall reading list? Honestly, I don't know, because I just did a dark academic vlog, which I'll link it. I consider it to be my reading plans for fall, but I would like to get to the Death of Jane Lawrence at some point. I really don't know, because like I said, I already did all my stuff. I don't really read with the season, except maybe I read a little bit more of like contemporary romances in the summertime than even the rest of the year. I'm kind of just in the mood to read fantasy romance, which kind of gives some, I don't know why, but those give fall vibes to me. Pip! Stay awake. Fantasy romances give that fall vibe to me, so like Hades and Persephone especially. That's pretty much everything I've got. I really was so overconfident with this tag. I was like, yeah, you know, let's do another tag. It'll be so much fun. I love fall. I know what I'm doing. Like, I have ideas. I love, like, you know, no. Everything just went, whoa, shut off. I'm disappointed in myself. I'm a hoe for fall. Just the vibes of fall. But apparently I don't do shit during fall. I have to go do a lot of editing now because I sat here thinking for a good long time for most of this. If you like this video, give this video a like. Let's comment down below your favorite, like what are your favorite scents? Do you agree with me that crisp air is the superior scent? Because I think it is. Comment that down below. Curious to know your thoughts. And if you like my content, please, please, please consider subscribing. It would mean the absolute world to me. And yeah, we'll see you for something next time. I have a plan. I just don't know what I have for my next video. So see you doing something eventually. I'll see you in my next video.